I just remembered there'll be no parking lot tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance to do anything live in the morning. Um, I have tomorrow scheduled off from work for it's that time when Uncle Sam, it's getting near it, where they have to come probe you for money. Well, we got to do income tax stuff, and um, to me, I still can't figure out why everybody's falling for that nonsense. Income tax was originally supposed to be a temporary measure, yet now with all the taxes we pay, we keep digging a deeper and deeper hole, and that goes into the Federal Reserve Act and things like that. Oh, trust me, when you read about half the crap the U.S. government dug a hole in, ugh, it just amazes me. Like, there's still people out there saying we can't have there's no such thing as a secret military base and blah blah this, and yeah, I go, yeah, then explain why up till a few years ago that $6.5 trillion was unaccounted for in the defense budget over like a few decades. But of course, they blew that off and said it was a mathematical error. I don't know about you, but if you have accountants who are making mathematical errors to the point they forget to carry the one or put the decimal in the wrong place, that you come up with somewhere near $6.5 trillion missing out of your defense budget. And remember, that's trillion, not billion. This is trillion, 12 zeros. Then you seriously, I'd rather have elementary school mathematic kids doing my accounts than whoever they've got doing it. Ugh. But then again, remember, this is back in the day with the $500 hammer, the $300 toilet seat, and things like. But that's a whole nother thing. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Like I said, if I have time tomorrow morning, I'll try to slip in, but it won't be the usual time. I'll be sleeping in a little bit. Yeah, tomorrow we're scheduled. I got scheduled off so we can do the tax thing tomorrow and get that done and over with. As far as Doctor News go, nobody's got really anything legitimate. Um, I keep hearing these stupid rumors, and people are getting off 4chan. They might as well be on the moon filming Doctor Who, okay? On Mars, because they're doing a lot of the stuff indoors. Sure, they did have a few location shoots at a while back, but it's nothing going on exterior. So they can also, with Disney money and all that, plus Bad Wolf Studios doing the show, they could probably have entire locations done in a green screen room. So there's a good chance we might not get anything at all after this point. As I told y'all before, I had sources, but they all worked at Rothlock. And yeah, somebody just made a comment and I want to read it. Well, the gun control, is getting out of control in the United States. Look, the only firearms I own were ones we inherited from a recent, thing. I don't want to go into too much detail about that because that's Lady G's business. But the thing is, the Second Amendment and all that was put there for a reason. Because as they stated in V for Vendetta, government should be afraid of their people, not the other way around. Because it's funny how a government that's, not afraid will get away with more. But the thing is, they're so busy pointing at the weapons and saying it's the weapon's fault. And they'll notice, they don't notice what the big obvious problem is. It's funny how a lot of these school shootings started when we started giving kids Ritalin, Prozac, lithium, and shit like that. And it's like, The human brain is still developing all the way up to around age 25. So putting a chemical cocktail in there, before the brain's done situating itself is probably not a good idea. But sadly, we live in a society where it's easier to medicate our kids rather than educate our kids. It's not the gun's fault. It's look at the mind that's holding it. I even learned that in Conan the movie. Steel is strong, flesh is stronger. What good is the sword without the hand that wields it? You see, the problem is they're trying to treat. They aren't going after the obvious problem. Kids should not be on any mind or chemical altering drugs at that age. And I hate to get political like that, but it's true. It's, like lithium, Prozac, things like that. It's all, like I said, now once you get to a certain age and you do have some issues, yeah, I have no problem with that. But when you're giving this to a kid who's in school, like, for one reason, yeah, like I said, there's no reason why high school kids or even elementary school kids or anything should not be putting chemicals in their body. Yeah, coronation's coming up, isn't it? I know a lot of people just tuned out. Oh my God, he got political. Run for the hills! Oh yeah. And like I said, I normally try to avoid that type of topic, but it's true. Okay, is it all right? It's a little bit further on. Okay, I got to look that up. I know the coronation's this year, but I don't know why. But I kind of pictured, Prince Charles dancing, or King Charles. I'm very sorry. Kind of doing that routine from The Lion King. I just can't wait to be king. Oh, sorry. Because, like I said, I don't want to disrespect other people's, systems and all that. It's just, this world is filled with too many people who are getting way too many things because they got fired. They got fired out of the right uterus. Okay, they were the sperm that made it and got fired out of the right uterus. And now. Yeah, that was, as I said, I don't know why people hate on Idiot's Lantern too much. I enjoyed the episode. Yeah, sure, it wasn't the most fantastic episode of all time, but I still enjoyed it. Yeah. Like I said before, Doctor didn't come into my life till around age, I was about told. Before that, it was Star Trek, Space 1999. And because they aired Space 1999 at late night on one of our UHF channels. So, I used to love staying up during the summer and watching Space 1999. Season 2 was... There were some good things about Season 2, but, oh, God, what the hell were they thinking? But, once again, new showrunner came in and... Oh. Sure, we got, Catherine Shell as Maya, but the problem is a lot of the cast disappeared. A lot of the guys we liked, like, Victor Bergman, he just vanished. Kano, the computer guy, gone. Oh, heck. Now I'm having myself a brain fart. I think Alan popped up a few times during Season 2. Carter, I mean. Then there was the fella who was in... I want to say Paul was the guy who had the red sleeve, who was in Main Mission all the time. I know the actor's name, but it's escaping me at the moment because he was in a lot of Doctor Who. It'll hit me in about a half an hour. And of course, Sandra. Sandra, for the most part, I think she popped up a couple times in season 2. Oh, it's been a long time since I've watched the series. I'm going to have to go back. But there were a lot of great episodes. Sure, you had to kind of tune out the fact that they're riding around the galaxy on the moon, but there were still a lot of great stories in there. Especially like, Dragon's Domain, and that's one of my favorites to this day was Dragon's Domain, and well, wait a minute. There's one on the tip of my mind. Death's Other Dominion, Mission of the Darians with Joan Collins appeared in that one. Of course, Brian Blessed was in Death's Other Dominion as well as others. But I kind of like Death's Other Dominion because it was a take on the Legend of Shangri-La. So if you get a chance, get out there and watch it. Of course, there was another time, another place, which was a nice... Oh, God. That one was a mind bender there. A little bit of time distortion and things along that line. Well, Shangri-La was a very old story. It's been around for a long time. There have been a few movies that explored the tale, like Lost Horizon and things like that. It was a legendary place where people apparently lived forever, but if you tried to leave, you would regress back to your normal age. It was like supposedly hidden up in the Himalayas or something along that line. And well, I got to get going, folks. I'm a little bit overdue here, so take care, everyone. Have a great one. I don't say we'll see you in the future. I don't know. I may try to pop in on you tomorrow morning, but it'll be from home and it won't be around this time. Because like I said, I'm going to be off tomorrow to go get some things done. So take care of yourselves. Be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll catch you all in the near future. Till then, have a great day.